Hey everybody, this is Jackie Boland from eslspeaking.org. So today I'm going to talk about my top 5 ESL task-based activities. So also be sure to check out my video, I'll put it up there for you to about why consider task-based teaching in your language classes. But today we're all about the activities, and if you want more, be sure to check the description below and you can go to my article with even more information about each of the activities. All right, so the first one is planning a vacation. So I love to tell my students that my parents are coming to visit their home country. So I did this mostly at universities in Korea. So I would say that my parents from Canada were coming to visit Korea, and my students had to plan a vacation for them. So I would give kind of a description of my parents. They like walking, but they're in their 70s, so they can't walk too far. They really enjoy art kind of stuff and being outside. And so then I would put students into groups and have them plan a vacation, a 1 week vacation for my parents. And then they had to do a short presentation about it to the class. And then in the end, I would choose the group that I thought my parents would really enjoy their vacation. And then I would kind of make a joke about they're very good tour guides and they could maybe even go with my parents on vacation. All right, so the second one is, what are you cooking? So students have to plan a 3 course meal based on ingredients that other groups select for them. So I get each group to select something like 3 vegetables, 2 fruits, a type of grain, a dairy product, etc., etc. And then when they're done that 3 course meal, they have to do a short presentation to the class. And then the other groups vote on which meal they would most like to eat. All right, the next one is presentations, group presentations. So I've done this in various ways. Some of my favorite ones are about current events and kind of hot topics like environmental issues or global warming, stuff like that. Students have to make a short, very short PowerPoint presentation or a poster and then do a presentation about that. So each person in the group has to talk for 1 to 2 minutes. You can adjust this depending on the level of your students, of course. And then in the end, I usually will get other groups to give feedback on that, and then also there's a question and answer time. And I usually encourage participation by giving out bonus points for groups that ask good questions to the other groups that pay attention and ask good questions. All right, and then the fourth task-based activity to consider are information gap activities. So there are a ton of them, but basically it's when one student has half the information and the other student has the other half. And then students have to communicate with each other in order to get the full set of information. So a classic one of this would be 2 maps, so like a city map. So one student knows where the bank is, the other one knows where the library is, and they have to ask each other questions in order to fill in their complete picture of the map. Be sure to check my website below, and I think I have 25 information gap activities listed. So yeah, be sure to have a look at those. All right, and then the final task-based activity that I like to do is planning a class party. So I put students into groups and I give them a budget, and then they plan whatever end of the year party they would like. And then in the end, the other students in the class, they vote on the party that they think sounds most interesting and fun. And then if at all possible, I actually like to do that party or do that activity with my students. Sometimes it's more feasible than others. So just depending on your context, it can be a really nice kind of motivating activity because students, they have certain ideas about what they want for a class party. And so if they can plan it, then they usually really enjoy that. All right, so those are my task-based activities to try out. I have a ton more, so be sure to check out my website and also hit like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I would love to hear from you. All right, until next time. Bye, everybody.